To home ownership will see new leasehold flats banned in England and Wales. Under the current system, a building can be owned by a third-party landlord, and the leaseholder then buys the right to live within the property for a certain period of time. Instead, the government wants commonhold to become the default tenure, which it says will give homeowners greater control over their properties. Well, to explain the changes a little more, I'm joined by Kendrick from the National Leasehold Campaign, who have backed the changes. Katie, can you just start off by laying out what the difference between leasehold and commonhold is and what this will mean for homeowners?
Okay, so commonhold is a much fairer system. It means that it's true home ownership. Leasehold means that you occupy the property for a duration of time. So in terms of law, you are a tenant and you have a landlord. In commonhold, we don't have a landlord. We actually own the building and the land that it sits on.
And so what do you make of the government proposals? Are they robust enough?
Yeah, today's commonhold white paper announcement is much welcomed, and it's been delayed for far too long. We are having to catch up with the rest of the world, which has already done away with leasehold many years ago. So we are actually needing to catch up with the rest of the world. So commonhold works fine everywhere else in the world, but for some reason, leasehold is just a relic from feudal times that we just seem to be stuck on in the UK.
There are some who say that it is the most efficient way for big, large complexes to be managed, and this could actually expose homeowners to greater financial and legal responsibilities. I mean, what do you say to that?
That's utter nonsense. Commonhold works in the rest of the world that also has very complex, large buildings. Now, what it does do is it removes the landlord, which means that we have more control over our properties. Of course, there'll be a massive role for managing agents. The big difference here is they will work for us and not a third-party freeholder that actually just uses your home as an asset class to milk as a cash cow.
What about people who currently live in leasehold properties? Are there any plans on the horizon for them?
Yeah, a big concern for people today is that we're going to be left with a two-tier system. It's all very well to draw a line for the future, but actually what's going to happen to the existing millions of leaseholders that are currently trapped in this feudal system? So that is a really good point. But there is another piece of legislation called the Leasehold and Freehold Reform Act, which got passed last year, and that is going to make things much fairer for existing leaseholders. The problem with that is we need secondary legislation to switch on that piece of legislation. So our message to government is you cannot forget existing leaseholders and you must act promptly to turn on the Leasehold and Freehold Reform Act.
Katie, thank you ever so much for that.
Thank you.